Rick, you ready?
I'm ready, Keith.
Let's do it. The title of this one is You're Going to Have the Day Anyway. Why not enjoy it?
I'm laughing because I could use that advice.
Well, give it to all of us.
Well, here's my dilemma. I'm sure other people share it, and that is you have an idea of all the horrible things that are going to happen in the work week coming up. Today's Saturday morning, right? I'm already thinking how miserable I'm going to be on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I've got a terrible week coming up with a lot of deadlines and a lot of contentious lawyers I have to deal with, and a judge that I really have a difficult time with. And I know I'm going to be embarrassed in front of my client by the judge. At least that's what I think. So my point is that that stuff's way in the future. I could croak tonight and it may not occur, or it may all work out beautifully. But the point is, I'm ruining my present moment. I'm ruining my existence as we speak, thinking about all this nonsense. So I'm taking my future worries that aren't even here and turning that into a reality, experiencing that reality as if it's really painful for me right now. And I'm not experiencing any of the present moments that are gifted to me right now. I'm with you for a little bit, but then as soon as you start talking and I shut up, I'm going to have a thought. Oh, Monday. Oh, that damn judge. Oh, that that I know that lawyer's good. My point is that you might as well enjoy your present moments because that's all you have. That's really all you have. And I have to school myself on that every day. Rick, you are either worried about the future, right?
Mhm.
Or you're guilty about the past. It's either anxious looking forward or guilt looking back. And I realize that doesn't serve me and it wastes the real time that I have, the working unit of my life, which is
Yeah,
this moment, which must be focused on what's here. Is the judge here? No. Is the
right.
contentious lawyer here? No. Are all my presumed failures that I envision I'm going to go through next week here? No. So, Rick, how about if you just wait until all that stuff shows up and then deal with it?
Right.
It's you're not there yet. Deal with what you have, which is nothing but symptom-free, glorious living.
Absolutely. Rick, I love that. Yeah, I think about this, man, often, and it really has been helpful, this kind of idea, like the day's going to happen anyway, and I'm should be grateful to have it. So why not enjoy it? And this could take a lot of forms, the car won't start, and you got to go to the mechanic and you got to shuffle your meetings around. Okay, got it. You're going to have the day anyway. Why not enjoy all of those experiences along the way? Has been really helpful to me. I've mentioned this before as an example about staffing, in healthcare at Mayo Clinic, sometimes the staffing numbers are not where you want them to be, or sometimes the census is way up, meaning that we have, a lot of people waiting to be seen, which is really an honor that people have chosen us to come to because they're not having the best day. And so, but you can be caught up in yourself and that thing, making it the primary, the primary part of the day, but it's really the secondary part of it. The secondary is that's happening anyway. That's occurring. So what do you want to do with it? And so you might as well enjoy it. My friend Fiona, when I'd ask her about she grew up in England and her mom was a tough cookie. So whenever she would complain about her something, it's like her mom would be like, just get on with it. Just get on with it, which means like resume your day, like live in this moment, take care of what's in front of you, go beyond what your mind is saying about this situation. And so that's been really, really key for me, Rick. It's just thinking like, don't squander, as you mentioned, the present moment because your mind is saying something about what's in this moment. But what you're seeing in the moment, that's just one possibility. I mean, that's been realized. There's several others out there that are waiting for you to realize them. And so you can, with the car breaking down, as you call the repair company or call AAA or whatever to come and do the car, that can be a very pleasant phone call. You can really treat the person who's answering the phone, no matter how long you've been on hold, as a human being. When the tow truck driver comes, he or she comes to work on your car, you can really be kind to them in that moment, you know? So it took them an hour to get there. Consider they had a lot to do, on the way to getting to you. And all of these are opportunities to really make the most of a situation that may be undesirable. But that's one of the many choices that are in that moment, but blind to you if you're not working on yourself. And what I'm choosing to say to myself is like, you know, there's an opportunity to really make the best of this situation. And in doing so, you grow. You grow. So I'm really mindful of that, Rick. I'm gonna whatever the day is, I'm gonna have it anyway. So why not enjoy it?
Beautiful, Keith. You're the author of your life, right? You're the author of your life. Do you want to write about dark nonsense, or do you want to write about joy and having fun and appreciating what you have? It's your choice. You have that choice every moment of the day. When I used to drink, that was the kind of thing I used to drink for, so that it would get rid of all of the dark or get rid of all the stuff I was worried about and would put me on this, high that I enjoyed until I realized that it's just another external that you have to depend on. And when you can get rid of the external and just realize it takes practice, but you can realize that every moment is an opportunity. Every moment is a choice for you to do the things that you want to do, that you derive pleasure from, that you notice are joyful, usually helping other people. And also, when you are in that mind state, things tend not to trouble you so much. But it's a battle because we're programmed that way, the negativity bias to find all the things that are possibly going to go wrong and then magnify them in our heads. And then we're stuck in our present moments focused on that. So if we can get past that, starting with being mindful of it first, I think that that state change that you look for in things external like alcohol or a doobie or whatever, the desire falls because you're manufacturing that lightness yourself just by the way you're looking at life.
Absolutely, Rick. And I want to close with, to really enjoy the day anyway, regardless of what shows up. If you were in a situation to where the activity or the situation that's in front of you, you had to interact with it. There was no way around it, but you had to. And at the same time, you were aware of what your end date was of when you were going to die. Like you knew that, hey, I only got X amount of days, and you still have to be in this situation. Man, it's amazing what you would enjoy. The novelty of the tow truck driving up to put our way. Oh my God, we're understaffed, man. I'm gonna make the best of this day anyway. Like all the things that you would do
So true.
differently if you knew that I got it, I have to interact with the situation and there's an end date to my life. Like, okay, everything would be a gift, right? Like
That's it,
everything,
Keith.
all.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
so powerful. Mark Twain has a quote just on what you were saying, which is, I think he said something like, "Nothing concentrates the mind so well as a hanging in the morning."
that's my favorite quote. That's my favorite Mark Twain quote.
So, if you
Absolutely.
got the Grim Reaper over your shoulder, calling the tow truck feels like absolute pleasure and a delight.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
we all have the Grim Reaper over our shoulder, whether you have gray hair or not. If you're 20 years old, life is still that quick, right?
Absolutely, Rick. It is. Hey, I love you, Rick.
I love you, Keith. Thanks for a great show. Really, really enjoyed being with you this morning. Thanks.
Likewise, Rick.